How do you think Herb Brooks would take what we think of this team 38 years later, if he was alive today, what it means to everybody? What do you think he would say about that?
Well, the interesting thing about Herb was a hockey coach, and the rest of the world existed, but he was so driven and so focused, and he brought that team to the point where they did what they did. But here it was, I'll never forget, a week and a half later, Herb Brooks could have been king of America at that point. I mean, he had to be the most popular person in the United States. What did he do? Instead of going around the country and, taking all the accolades and all the rest, he went to Switzerland, and he coached a club team, I think in Davos. Wow. Yeah. He was a hockey coach. And the other thing, briefly, is that when Sports Illustrated in 1999 took over Madison Square Garden and did a show, they put 13,000 people in the arena, and the U.S. victory in the 80 Olympics was ranked as the number one moment. And they had me introduce the team. The place went crazy. And Herb and I are walking down the stairs, and he looked at me and he said, "How could they vote that number one?" And I said, "Herb, how could they not vote it number one? Don't you understand what happened?"
Right.
So Herb, he was a hockey coach, and everything else was ancillary.
Mike?
Yeah, Al, I would agree in that 100%. I remember he never, when we had some functions, he never even came to the functions. He just stayed away. He let us enjoy the moment. He was the coach, but we were the players, and he let us enjoy every moment. And it's funny, the last time we were on the ice at Madison Square Garden was when we lost 10-3 to the Soviets, and now we're in tuxedos being claimed the greatest moment in the 20th century. So
right.
Herb was very proud of our team, and I think he would have been even prouder now knowing how special that moment has become in the hockey world. How many more kids probably started playing hockey because of what we did in 1980. And I've said many times, we might have opened the door, but today's players have knocked the door down. So I think Herb would have been very, very proud of where USA Hockey is at. And it started, I think, really in 1980.
And in fact, just to button up what you said, when I interviewed Trediak and we did that interview about you guys looking like the happiest guys in the world, he said American hockey owes that team what they're doing right now. They opened up the door. They created what hockey is in this country right now, a lot bigger than it was in 1980. And it's all thanks to that team in 1980.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.